Good evening, friends, and welcome you again to this second module of our series called Go Digital. So, as you know, this is a special educative series which we have started during this unique crisis situation in which we all are trapped and we all are trying to explore different methods to reach out to our customers, to handle their queries, and even to remain in the business. So, friends, let me start now. It's already 8 and few people are also joining, but we don't have to wait and have to start that session. Okay, so as I go, let me just take a quick recap. The webinar dates for this series. The first module, which was conducted on Saturday, 28th. Yeah, so that was the module. And that module is already uploaded on YouTube with a short cuts because you cannot upload everything because we need to make it a smaller video to upload. So, but in pieces, it is available there on our YouTube channel in the name of Arm FinTech. Now, today is the second module. So when I talk about second module, which is today, I will tell you what is the content there. So on the first module, we talked about all outbound management system. That means we talked and discussed about methods. I will take a quick recap also, but it was related to outbound methods, how you could reach to your customer digitally. And as you know all, that communication is the key challenge because I have been attending a lot of webinars of different expert speakers also. Uh, Today also in afternoon, I attended one session uh, of an expert from industry. And when I see different webinars, it's really good. People are taking attempts to present their voice, present their logics, and trying to motivate the fraternity as a family. So that is really nice. But what I found missing in all these motivatory sessions is people are talking about uh, investment policies and systems, that how to protect your customer from redeeming, what to tell about SIPs and all. Yes, that is important. But the most important thing which we are missing, friends, is the method, the process to communicate whatever you want to communicate. Say, example, you want to convey your customers, please don't redeem, buy this fund, or whatever communication you want to give. That is the biggest challenge, and that's the area we picked for this webinar. And I'm thankful to all of you. I'm getting lot many compliments and comments on that, so thank you for showing your interest. Now on the second module, we are continuing with this process of communication funnel. So when you will talk to people, when you will get outbound and learn how to go outbound, then there will be inbound activity also. Means people will also call you, write you, ask you. So that is called communication funnel. So we will talk about that funnel and process that is inbound, how you should manage it. Here, I also mentioned in my last webinar, the biggest challenge about inbound is it's something like uh, bullets coming from all directions. So how will you protect yourself, because it's coming from multiple direction, and on which bullet you will focus. So similarly, when we were sitting in an office, it was easily manageable because your team member can come up to you and say, sir, this is the call came from Mr. Gupta, this is the call from Kakkarji, and you can talk about it and discuss about it. But since you all are actually sitting at home, including your employees and staffs and back office team, it has become really difficult for a boss, for a business owner, to track communication coming from different channel and going to different person. So you don't know what Amit is receiving as a call or as a mail and what he's responding. The best thing who could do is in a mail, he will keep you CC, but that will not suffice because you don't know exactly if Amit do not keep you in CC and communicate to someone, say example, he commits something which is not legally right from your side, you don't want that to be commented, but maybe that mistake could happen if people and staff will receive calls from different places and you have no track of it. So that's why the second module is really important. For sole proprietor, I think this is not going to be a big difficulty, but at least they should also learn about it. It's good to learn about it. But for people who are working with staff and teams, even one or two team, they certainly required to learn about this funnel management of inbound activities. On the third module, we will talk about the CRM. CRM is actually your customer relation management, and how you maintain that job is very important. How you will assign different activity to your staff or yourself and manage the whole show seamlessly. So that is something which is important in terms of digital setup. So friends, I hope I am clear what we are going to learn about, what we are talking, and if it makes sense for you, my whole effort will really get rewarded. Now, module 1, it's a quick recap. Let me take a recap. Although I said video is available on YouTube, armfintech.com, and if you subscribe that video, at least you will get updated every time I post any new video, so you get an alert. So please visit and subscribe that channel called Armfintech. Now, as a quick recap, so let me go through this, what I explained in my last session. So in module 1, we talked about all outbound activities, and we even looked at it as on an owner's perspective. So when we talked about it, we discussed communication and all modes of communication. We discussed about content, and we discussed about the creative creation processes. Like in communication, when we talked and went detailed into webinar tools. So we covered all about webinar tools because that's the easiest way to communicate when you want to communicate in a group. Because in webinar, when I presented in my last session, I specifically tried to share this experience with my team members, my fraternity, that friends, webinar is not only useful for customers. Today, webinar is an important medium of communication to run your business, because say example, you have 4-member team, everybody is in home, so you must open a particular time, for example 10:30 a.m. every day morning, so that all your team members can connect, talk, discuss. You should have a meeting. So maybe it's a morning meeting, it's an evening meeting. And obviously, this is a good tool for the customers, which I just explained in the whole process. So I hope you all remember that lessons and must be applying at your end. In the process, I recommended webinar tools. So that was very important. And that is, so webinar tools, we talked about Zoom. We talked about Zoho Showtime. We recommended you WebEx. So whatever tool you use, it's all your. Okay, so now let's come to what we discussed about webinar invites. In the same session, we explained you how to really invite your audience, because that is the key thing. Even if you buy a tool, you download a software and you start using any of these tools which I just explained, and I told you all are good, all are perfect. Whatever you want to really take your hands on, you really want to expert. I am using Zoho because a lot of people had sent me WhatsApp yesterday that which webinar tool do you use. So I use Zoho Showtime. So I can only give you guidance about Zoho Showtime if any of you install that. But otherwise, generally, Zoom is equally good, WebEx is equally good. So there is no basic difference. So On a webinar invite, I presented the whole live demonstration on all these methods, excluding email. So I covered Google Calendar, I covered WhatsApp, I covered Facebook, and some bit of email. So I hope you will recall that. And if not, then again, I am saying visit YouTube channel, go to Arm Fintech and click on module 1 and start watching it whenever you wish to watch. Now, in my last module, because of lack of time, yes, on that day, we left out on a small thing, which was on an email side. So I'm covering that quickly. It's 8:10 p.m. So what I will do is the part which was left was creative content creation. So everything was discussed all well, and you all accepted the fact that yes, webinar is the best tool today. I need to adopt it quickly because that is the replacement of my physical office. So that was really good on your part. Now, when you accepted that webinar is the replacement of your office, then how you will really invite that was also done. Now creative was a challenge. A lot of people are asking me, Abhinesh, I don't know how to write kind of thing, and even if I know, I don't find good design things. Every time I have to be dependent upon your team members, and maybe I spend some cost towards getting things designed. It doesn't looks professional. So these were the questions which people posted me. So what I'm going to do is, from this 8:10 to 8:20, 8:25 rather, it will take 15 minutes to cover this creative section, which was pending of module 1. So if you all allow, I am going to this section. Now, friends, what was the creative section look like and what was the content there? So I needed to explain you few things, and that you can note down or just take a screenshot. That what I'm going to use is, and again, disclaimer, it is all what I I have got experience on. No recommendation for any tool. So these are, I'm nowhere related to these companies. I'm just a user of these tools and I'm very comfortable. So if you have any other methods and tools, do apply, but the process will be the same. So it is all your choice. So don't really feel that I'm binding things or posing it on you that this is the only option. So please feel free to use any option. But what I'm going to show you is a live example quickly for all three type of creative creation. So first of all, I'm going to create an email in front of you. And while I'm doing that, I'm showing you how to create a smart emailers. And here, the tool which I'm going to use is Canva with MailChimp. So now what is Canva with MailChimp? So let's first understand these two words. So I'm sharing my screen now to you quickly, friends, for explaining chapter 1. Okay, so on the chapter 1, as I'm opening these two tools in front of you. First is Canva, and it is my favorite, friends. You can either create, and I'm paying it. There is a free version also. That depends upon what kind of utility you have. If your job gets in a free version, it is all okay. But otherwise, I am paying around 7,000 rupees a year, 7,000 close to that cost in a year. So let's see that there is account setting, and I think there is the pricing. Yeah, there is a price. So you can billing and teams. This is my card attached. I don't know exactly what is the invoice. Yeah, it's around $12 per month. So it's a $12 per month. Okay, so you can do that. Now get back to home. So this is Canva, which I just opened in front of you. Very simple. I will explain you how to use it. And on the other tab, I'm opening my another tool called MailChimp. So MailChimp. Okay. Okay, so in MailChimp also, I have my own subscription, and this allows you to create free pages. So friends, both these tabs I have opened in front of you, MailChimp and Canva. So just a second, allow me 1 minute. Okay, so friends, these are the two things. Now I'm going quickly creating a mail. So in MailChimp, although this training of MailChimp is there lying in our YouTube channel, where you can separately read about it. Let me show you where you can find that YouTube channel. So if you can just write ARM FinTech. So ARM FinTech consultant, okay, and just click. So you will find this logo. This is our channel, and you can click here and find all the videos. So if you click, उसके थ्रू लॉगिन करा के उसे सिस्टम सिखाना है. तो शुरुआत के तौर पे मैं सबके अपने अपने तरीके होंगे. मैं यहाँ कुछ एक एग्जांपल के. Okay, so now you can click videos, and in the videos you will find I'm just showing you so that it will be easy for you. So there is a video. Okay, this is digital disruption. You must watch this video, which gives you how to create a smart mailers and other things. And there is another video which gives you a complete control on your emailing things. Okay, so this is the video, friends, of digital disruption. So you must go through it and learn about things. Okay, come back from this video. So now what I'm going to do is, you see there is a MailChimp. In MailChimp, there is a place called brand. Okay, brand. So what you do is you create mailers from here. This is called template, and send the campaigns. So campaign can only be sent once template is made. So what I'm doing in front of you is creating a campaign for any purpose. Webinar is just one example, but you may need to send campaign, for example, to send a recommendation of funds. So example, you want to write a blog or a note or something. So let's create a template. You want to tell your customers about the stories and the right thing they should do in this kind of environment. So you want to create a powerful mailer. So I created a template, went on the basics. Okay, so this is a basic layout, very basic. And every MailChimp layout is very simple to use. It has got different blocks. So this is one block, this is another block, and all the blocks can be replaced or introduced. So by default, there is two blocks, but you can bring in any block from the right side. So the challenge is, for example, you have a plan. You have a plan to present something. You have written it in your Word document, and say that plan says that first of all there should be a picture, and then I should write something about my funds, and then finally the note, and then give it. So 3-4 blocks you require. The first block is the image. You want to put a good image here. So I just introduce the image. Now, then the second block, you want to show another image which shows performance. So just save it and bring another image with text. So I brought in image with a text. So this text is coming down. So what I want is, I want to change the settings. In the setting, I said image on the left, caption on the right. So now you see whole thing changed. The caption is now on right. And I want the caption to occupy half the place. So I just changed it to half. Okay. And that's all. Now I want a gap between these two images. So I introduce a divider. So there is a divider. Great. So now what thing is done? This is a banner. This is a good article I want to write with an image. And then I want another article with same style. So I introduced another image. Here, what I did is change the setting and set image on the right and article on the left. And caption, again, half. Good. So this is also done. I introduce one divider. Great. Save. Then I needed one more divider and I needed my article. So this is good. My article place is there. And finally, I want a button which should say, okay, join now. Maybe if it's a webinar and webinar link, you can say join now. And you can paste that webinar link which you have created from Zoom or anywhere. So this can be your joining link. So that is as simple as that. Or maybe if you have created any video, you can bring in that video here and drop it. So this can also be a setting that, okay, show the image alignment center and caption position on the bottom. And that's all. Correct. So my whole preview is ready. So let's just look at the preview. And as I see the preview, it looks like this. First banner. This is top one is the banner. Second one is another image and the text. And this is an incomplete job. Now I have to complete things. There we need Canva. Because see, either you have these images and you can just place it. But if you don't have images, for example, here I need an image. You click here, upload an image. And I have lot many images which I have created. So for example, I want to enter this. I entered this and this is my image. Great. So now see the preview. It is now appearing like this. Great. So this one thing is done. But I don't want to use this. I want to replace it with something good and something different. So what I will do is I'm going Canva. So in Canva, I have to create 3 quick images. So first of all, in Canva, when you go, you create a design. It will ask about dimensions. Forget about dimension. You just pick the style. So what do you want to make? On the left side, I saw, okay, let's make a banner or a cover. So let me see what I want. So it's a worksheet, invoice, recipe, letter. If you're not able to find, let's find it, banner. So it's a blog banner or it's a LinkedIn banner or other banner. You can just say a blog banner because I'm writing an email. I need a blog banner. So nothing very specific. Don't worry. These are very simple things you can learn about. You can change the size and everything. But say example, I got a banner style here. There are different banner style. And I thought that let's talk about this one. Okay. And here also you can search a different kind of banner. For example, for finance. So you can say if this is the keyword, there are different things available in finance. So, but it's not something which is suiting to my design. Let me pick this. Okay. Let me pick this. And I want to say, watch our webinar. And here I want to say 1st April 2020, Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. This, okay. And if I want to introduce any element, I can introduce any other element also. I have lot many element here. So you really can pep up. So you want to have this, say, announcement, you can put it as an announcement. It will appear here. So say this is the card. I placed it here. Okay, great. So this is final, and maybe I can set it in the center. It's done. And if I really want to have this card again designed, I can do that. But still, things are okay. Now let's move. You want to write something more here. You have a text option. You can choose, say example, I like this style or any style. So say example, I can put this and can have a kind of, okay. So this is the style and I want this to be utilized. So this is a small, and say example, I kept it here. Don't miss it. Okay. You want to have enlarge, you can enlarge, or can just change the font. You can change it from here and say example, it's 12. Now my job is done. So friends, say example, I'm going to use this banner, and this banner which I'm going to use here will be now used in my MailChimp. So how to do that? I will put on share, and when I click on share, oh, sorry, not on share, on download. When I click on download, I have got option to download it as a PNG in my computer. This is option 1. You can keep it in computer and then straight away use wherever you want to use. And another way is go here and check different kind of options. Under this option, we have got MailChimp. So it's MailChimp. I clicked on MailChimp. I have different folders in MailChimp. For example, my folder name is cards. So I just saved this in my MailChimp folder called card. You see how it's going? Because I had already configured my MailChimp here. It was a simple step. So now I'm going again to MailChimp and now sending a replace. You see, I clicked on replace and that banner is available here. Friend, it's available from MailChimp, Canva to MailChimp. I clicked here on the setting. I went edge to edge and my job is done. First part over. On the second part, quickly, similarly, I want to write something. I wrote a caption here, whatever I want to write, and then entered here. And on the image, I clicked here. So either I have already have an image here, I can pick it. If I have uploaded it from the system, I can upload it from my system if I have any. Or maybe, for example, this is a calendar picture. I just picked it. Oh, sorry, it was not a picture. It was, say, example, this is the picture. I can use it. Now, if I'm using it here, that's good. But otherwise, same process. I will go to this Canva, go to home, and start picking different type of actions again. Again, I can make a card and or something and take my topic, do anything which I want to design, take anything creative. You have lot many options and do that. So say example, I want to explain and use this. I can use this, watch our previous videos. Right? So here also I did the same. I used MailChimp, went to card, and in MailChimp you have to create your folder so that you don't mess out with different images. You create folders which are relevant to your names and something. So that's one. Great. So I'm here back in the MailChimp. Say this is the third image. I want to change this image. I changed it from somewhere else. It's there lying. Watch our previous videos. And I again wrote something, XYZ, XYZ, save. Now, let's say another example. Say you want another image of a market or something or funds, and say this is value research. So in case value research online, and you want to show your favorite schemes which you really want to give them. So what I do is I create my watch list. You can create a watch list from value research or somewhere and take a say funds screenshot for say 1 year, or you want to show 10 year. So whatever is your presentation ratings wise or non-rating, so you can look at that and take a picture. So what I did is I just took a screenshot from here to here. And I hope everybody who's watching the webinar knows how to take a screenshot from one place to another. If you don't know that, please start using snip tool. A snip tool is available in every window-based system. But if you are using Mac, then use Command Shift and 4. Command Shift and 4, and you will get that. So now what I've done is I've got this picture and uploading it here. And how can I upload it? Let's just see. This time I'm not using Canva. It is my own image. So it is lying here. I picked it. And introduced it here. So now my picture has come completely here. Now let's see the preview, whether this preview is okay to you. So now this is the complete mail. It is looking like this, and that's the complete mail, friends. And once I see it in my mobile, it looks like this in my mobile. It is perfect. So if a person opens it in mobile, it will look like this. In the inbox, it will look like this. So I have not yet seen that. Now this is save. Okay, save and exit. I named it like webinar promotion. So I clicked it on this webinar promotion. So my template is now ready. The only question is whether I want to send it to just now or not. So because the campaign can only happen when you will click here and go to campaign. So now I'm clicking create campaign. And once I do that, it will ask me that whom you want to send. So that is called audience, friends. So in MailChimp, you have audience till 2000, which is free, but beyond 2000, you need to pay them. So you have to think about it. What is your utility and what is your level of utility? So anyway, in my case, and it is always advisable to create a free 1 or 2 family members audience just to use something which I'm going to show you now. So what I've done is I have created, because I don't want to pay more for that. So what I have created is a 2-member, this is the 2-member audience list in which me, my wife, I have added 2 numbers. So now it's asking whom you're sending. I said to the 2 recipients. It's asking from. I said from May. And from don't change every time. So say example, I want to use Princess Academy. I want to use that word. I will always use that word so that my recipient will recognize me, not in first mail, then second mail, but if there will be continuity in that, the audience will recognize you. But every time you change the name here, they may get confused that who is sending different mails from different names. So you have to first decide what should be the name from where you want to send the campaign. Always. So I did that, and again, as a subject, I needed to add. This is a very powerful area. You need to really learn how to use great subject. So it's written great subject, not more than 9 words. Try to use not more than 1 emojis. Avoid using 60 se zyada letter nahi hone chahiye, and avoid using more than 3 punctuation. If you use more punctuation, it will go into spam of the recipient. So it will be treated as a virus. So you need to write a subject which is clean, no full stop, no comma, and even if it is there, it should not be more than 3. So let's think about a subject. So subject, say example, I write must attend this powerful webinar. Now, if this subject, example, you send this kind of subject, your audience may get confused that when this webinar is. So he may say the subject, but he will not click on it. So you have to write this on Friday, the 30th March 20. So this becomes an attractive subject for him, so that even if there is plan. So, and otherwise the good subject and best subject is, are you looking for better advice on your portfolio? So this is another. And the third subject, which is very, very powerful, is डरा दो लोगों को, make them frightened about something. So market is down. Are you rightly placed? These are the questions which really attract an audience. So there can be either frightening things, there can be motivating things, but things should be so clear that the reader must put a click mark here. And this preview text is something which comes as a short form in the mailbox. So this is very important. So here you should not write anything other than this, that what you are going to expect when you click the button. So say example, in this topic I am writing, everybody is planning, everybody's feared today. So everybody is feared today. You must be wondering what to do. This special webinar, vagara, vagara, vagara. Okay, so I've done that. So now when I through with this, I will just see the final campaign. It's all okay, everything is done. So I will finally, and the content, it's saying, with a paid plan you can now replace the reward badge with a Ritna to send your email, remove or replace the placeholder text. It's time. Okay, why it is not sending? Because in the mails I have not changed the placeholder details. These are the placeholders details which is the same. So otherwise it's, my job is done, and I hope you have learned about it. You can send it from here, and once you send, see what happens. Once you send, this campaign is appearing here. This is your campaign, and every campaign becomes a page. Every campaign in MailChimp becomes a page, and that is the beauty of this. For example, I have sent this and 1800 people have watched it. So let's say example, don't miss module 2. If you click here, I have got lot many headings. This is HTML source, so that you can paste this code anywhere you want, and the same campaign will appear there. And there is a detail. Under this detail, I just have this. I open this, and if I will send this detail to any of my friend, for example, one of my friend is here, and I sent them api.whatsapp. So on the group, I always ask for a number. Say example, I get one number. Any one person can just share me a number who is not on my member list. Yeah, Vinod Chatwani ji has said use Alt plus print in Windows. Good. So everybody can take that advice. Okay, Seshank Joshi ji, I'm using one number anyway. So Seshank ji, I'm using your number. And what I did is, in this session, just entered here the number. Good. So as a tool, this number is now appearing, and I open my WhatsApp. So this is the number which is coming in front of me. What I did is I just picked this picture, whatever I had created. Say example, I want this picture. So this is the picture, and I pasted my, sorry, this is not, I will paste my link. Which link? The same MailChimp link, this MailChimp link. And when I paste it here, just a second. So now this, I'm pasting it here. So this mail has now gone. And the person who will receive the mail may not be my saved member, because it's not saved in my system. So since I used API of WhatsApp, it's api.whatsapp.com. So it simply needs to be replaced with the number, and the mail has gone. So that person can start discussion immediately with you. So that's the beauty. And maybe that person, if clicks here, now see, if the person clicks here, it will go to the page which we have created. So this is a different page altogether, but this is the link which I have sent. Okay, so this was the link. So this link will remain for lifetime. You can use it anywhere else, just like a page, just like a web page, with whatever you created. And it has a button here. This button will work on register. Once I click on a register, it will take me to the registration page. So you see how things have seamlessly become possible for you, and you can create lot many things by two good tools which I just shown you. Now let's come back and see what other things is in store for you. Okay, so Sumitji, what do you want to ask? Can you please explain with example of audience 2000? Okay, so you want to see how audience is created and how many audience is limited. Okay, let me show you. For example, in this MailChimp, when you go on a audience, there are different audience which you can create. For example, I have a 2000 audience of all Finsis customer, so 2400. So in that case, I'm paying, and my account is a paid account. So why? Because my audience, you see, it's showing I have crossed $159 per month. Why? Because my audience limit has crossed. So total contact is 12,000. I'm using 12,000 contacts. So it's showing your list has grew, upgrading to $159 for 15,000 contact level. So I have reached 15,000. Once my job is done, I may come down, may go up, and accordingly, I get my bill charged on my credit card. So every time, every month, they give us credits, and according to that credit, I do my billings. So that's about all audience. And when I keep adding audience, there are different methods. I have like audience of Finsis, MFI, web aggregator, insurance, custom app, customers, DDQ potential, XYZ. So there are different audience. So that's what I was talking about. Okay, come back to the main slide where we are. So creative is now done, and that job is over. So I covered everything. For WhatsApp, you only need Canva. For emailer, you need Canva plus MailChimp. For Facebook and Twitter, I explained things on any image in my last webinar, so I'm not doing it again. But with Canva, you can create nice, beautiful images for Facebook post, which you can use through anyimage.io as explained in my last webinar. So great. Thank you for spending your so much of time and allowing me to take that backlog of module 1. Jumping to module 2, it's 8:45, and we have 15 to this module 2, which was scheduled for today. Let's understand what this chapter is in store for you. So a chapter on inbound activity has to be in two different models, different modules further. So this is sub-chapter 1 is creating a funnel. So that is very important topic, and I'm going to talk about today. And CRM is customer relation management for all the customers' inbound activities and job assignments, and other works. So that we'll talk tomorrow, 8 p.m. again in our third module. So great. To cover this, creating a funnel. So when it comes to creating a funnel, let's understand what this funnel is all about. And as I explained you, today the biggest challenge people are facing when they are working from home, and I think will not continue, but we offices, we will really think twice in terms of using our old processes. The current process will teach you so many good things, so many easy things for which we were even money. and energy, which you could have done easily through digital presentations. So that lessons will really help you all over your life. So I believe that most important which people funnel management, because as I said in the beginning, today the challenge for any business owner is to manage their staff and customers and calls to these staffs. You all need to have a central funneling system. So now let me see what all are the channels of communication, inbound communication, which we need to put into the funnel. So number one is your phone calls. So if you're receiving many phone calls, different phone calls and different numbers, so that is the biggest thing, and we all have to improve that. Whether you buy MEO or My Operator or you don't buy anything, but still your company should have either one single number. And if there are different numbers, so what they are talking on those numbers, you need to have a control on that. If you will just keep it free, leave it just like which is the current condition, then it will be very difficult for you to retain your businesses, because you don't know what wrong can be done by your staff. And maybe the staff is very honest, but by mistake that staff may speak out something which you never wanted to, so you may fall in a danger. So people are now really adopting MEO or My Operator. So let me quickly show you what this and how they work. So it's very simple. They have their subscription plan and you get one number. So if any of you know about it, you may have heard that we have a number called 901521 901521. That's the only number we have. So today, when any of you call to my relationship manager directly, I have clearly instructed them and to all the audience and customers in my group. We have sent mailers, we are sending mailers that I'm not responsible for any of the calls you do directly to my relationship managers. If you route your calls through 901521, 901 and 1521, so that's the number. I will show you that number. So that number is so responsible only for these calls. So education, I call my customer. So today, for example, My Operator and the admin and every login, every staff has got this login. They have to log with their own number. So now there are two issues. For example, I can track how users are operating, how many they are receiving, responding. If they're not responding, why they are not responding. So that I can check from the logs. Log tell me clearly that, for example, I see first of all call received. Call received, but if there is a missed call, means on which extension. So I have to check on which extension this call is missed. So there is outgoing call initiated by Avash. So Avash has done an outgoing call initiated by Shivangi. So there are different calls. So I want to see that what these person are talking. There are lot many number. So I can just check and see.
Hello.
So hello, it's just have a cut. There is a call missed from this same company, and Avash has missed the call. Again, Avash has missed a call, but here Avash has again. And that is what is appearing here.
Hello. Hello. हेलो हेलो हाँ जी हाँ सर अहमद बात कर हाँ मैं ये पूछ रहा था अगर किसी ने केवाईसी वीडियो केवाईसी कर लिया एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड करके हाँ आयन यहाँ पे दिख रहा है ऑलरेडी ठीक तो ये आयन का मुझे साइन करवा के भेजना पड़ेगा ये नेक्स्ट में आयन हाँ आयन फॉर्म आपको वहाँ पर करना पड़ेगा साइन आयन फॉर्म मेरे को कंपनी में भेजना पड़ेगा नेक्स्ट में ना ये हाँ जी दूसरा ये केवाईसी अगर उन्होंने कर लिया वीडियो केवाईसी तो सीबीएल का इसका 24 to 48 आवर्स का टाइम लेते हैं सर ओके तीसरी चीज अगर किसी का इनकम्प्लीट केवाईसी एनडीएमएल पे तो ऑटोमेटिक
तो अब मैंने देखा कि इसने गलत एडवाइस दी, या इसने सही आंसर, तो मैं अवैश को सिखा सकता हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सेइंग कि IN अपलोड करना पड़ता, बट ऐसा नहीं करना पड़ता, हमारे ऐप में ही इनबिल्ट है, वहीं से IN इट्स डिजिटली साइंड IN. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस वाज द रॉन्ग मैसेज, नाउ करेक्ट इट. मैं अब इस क्लाइंट का इतने सारे कॉल्स हैं, इतने सारे रिस्पॉन्सेज हैं, मुझे अब इस अवैश को पहले सिखाना होगा, क्लाइंट को कॉन्फ्रेंस पे लेना होगा और उसकी क्वेरीज को ठीक करना होगा. सो एटलीस्ट आई नो व्हाट टू डू. सो दैट इज द मोस्ट important beauty of this my operator, and you can this anything on that. So now let's come on thing. So MEO is another company who supplies that, and if you don't do that, not a big issue. आप कुछ और उपाय निकालना चाहते हो, निकाल लो. So my suggestion is do now incoming. Same with phones, you need to have mails, and mail one email ID. For example, today again we have announced it, and very strictly I have announced it, that any email you send to anyone, I am not responsible. admin@armfintech is not used. So we have a single email ID, which is admin@armfintech. And that admin@armfintech.com, again, I'm showing you, it comes central funnel, and it gets automatically assigned to all the relationship managers and whosoever looking. And I even can track that how many responses going between them, so that I can interfere in between if it is required. I may give good stuff to my team, that please give this note to the customer. You are not writing the right language. Please change that language. Please use this. So they get equipped. So my job is very easy now. I really know that which RM, which relations manager, and which staff requires what kind of support from my side. So I can just concentrate on doing those things, and they are doing their duties nicely. So that is something very important today. So this will make sure that they are not doing any wrong commitments. They are not talking to the customers wrongly. They are not writing anything which is not allowed. So the whole system is now under my control. So you see, there are all tickets which have come. See Morningstar from N. Haripatan, Rajat Ghosh, Ravi Kumar, Sandeep Ghosh. These are mails. Now, these are unassigned tickets because this has come at 8 p.m. So it has not been assigned. So my team leader, say Amreen, when she will tomorrow wake up, she will start assigning it and see that, okay, Morningstar, this is the subject. So pehle, if you remember, government offices mein, when the manager used to get a lot of letters, he used to give this letter to Abhinesh and give this letter to Vic. So he used to assign departments to those letters, and then that Chaparasi and Babu goes from desk to desk and give them the letter. So that is the same model. All the mail has come in place. So we have written, according to the rules, things goes directly to those RM. But sometimes the rule did not find the route. So here the admin has to do that job. Click here, sorry, and see the relationship managers and can assign it. For example, I want to assign to ArmFintech manager head, or to, so I can just click here and make the assignment. It's gone. Ticket has been assigned to RM. And even if I want to say something, see example, this is the webinar and I want this RM to attend it and I want to give an instruction. So what I can do is I will click here. So I will click here and say in the activity line, I will go to the activity. Just a second, it's opening up. Oh, sorry, it's getting hanged. Okay, now it's activity line. In the activity, I can choose to add a task. So I can put a task here, and once I click here on the task, it will open like this. I will put must attend this along with Vivek, and due date I said tomorrow 12:20 or 12:02 p.m. I said client name is Morningstar, status is in progress, priority high. I set a reminder for them so that they get an email and pop up also. And I said that remind them 1 hour in advance, and I can then save. Once I save this, it become a task, and I will then get a follow up once they complete this task. For example, tomorrow Vivek attend this, and after coming back, he will click here on his task and he will say the task is completed. So let's see, this is the task and Vivek has completed it. So that's the way whole system is managed. Your funnel is managed. You assign the task, you receive the calls, you do a lot of activities, and even track all your employees, what they're doing. Check all the conversations they are doing with a customer, and then really see that how things are happening. See, this has opened, and say example, Vivek said, I have attended, I completed it. So he said, I will complete. Once he clicks completed, I will get a message because I am the admin head. I will get a message that this task is completed. And if you want to write something that it was a bad show. So if he writes something like this, it was a bad show, don't go again, and that's the comment update. So that comment will again come to me as a information. So these are the few activities on a mail basis. Now let's come back to our system. Yes, why not? I can check your tickets also, but it's a public audience. Not good to do that, but still you're asking, let me do that. So on a click, I just clicked here and see Niranjan. So on your ticket, what you were talking today has commented on your invoice. So this is the comment which has come from your side. So Niranjan has commented, and there are another ticket which is error in mobile app. There is another ticket, bank not updated. So there are multiple tickets from Niranjan. So what I will do is I will instead click on Niranjan Kumar Bayut. So once I clicked here, you see, I will see all the tasks which are there and what all assignments has been done in terms of this person. So let me just click here. As I did that, it's opening a little late. Just a second, it's opening up. So yeah, so all task open. So it is showing 37 tickets. On 37 tickets, 36 is closed, one is on hold. So now when I click here, I will see all the tasks and activities. This is a history of all the Niranjanji. So for example, on 16th October, he wrote something, and the RM Niharika said, I have finished my task. He wrote something, Niharika said, I have finished my task. So if I get the task, I can talk about hold and I can talk about overdue. So there is no overdue because we have a TAT of 24 hours in any case. So once this hold becomes overdue, then I talk to them and ask them about things. So these are the things. Action is started. Niharika has updated that I am taking action here. And in terms of activity, there is no particular activity pending for you because no task has done assigned against your name. So that's the way, Niranjanji, as you asked, I just presented it. Now let me come back, and I hope you saw that, Niranjanji. No? Sorry. Okay. The screen share was not there, please. So what I was showing here, just go back and show you that in case of like Niranjanji asked, so what I will do, I go here and click here, Niranjan, and I saw different tasks for against his name. Like is a domain name expiring, it's another task. and there are different tasks in Teams Niranjan. So instead of going on each task, what I will do, I will open his name here, his account. So when I click on the account, I will see all the tickets. You see 37 tickets showing, one on hold, 36 done. So once I click here, I will see all the ticket series this person and this relationship manager is doing with this customer. So because Niharika has given me an update that she has finished the task. So these are the tasks which are being finished, shown by Niharika, and she's saying my action is started. And on the hold, she's showing it's one topic which is on hold, which is not finished. Once this hold becomes overdue, then I really start my action as an admin head, or maybe I will appoint one more person in the hierarchy for escalation. But currently we have a direct escalation. It's a small company like us, so we have straight away relationship manager to me. So that's the way I track all the tasks. Even when I do that, before giving incentives, the salary time and other time, we use this agent queue also. Here, once you click on agent queue, I get to know that how all my different relationship managers are managing their tasks. For example, Amreen Jahan has an accounting department. She has lot many tickets because payments comes, she receives, she makes the payment. We have Avash Ahmed, 94 tickets on which he is working. There are cases. Niharika is working on 28 cases. Shivangi is working on 62 cases. Vidushi has 184 in her task. So what I have to do is I have to check how many are overdue. If there are tasks which have just come, I will give them time to solve it. If there are overdue tasks, I will really act fast on that. So let's come back. So now I hope you have seen things and you got to know how we really function here, because that's the way I am suggesting my fraternity members and friends also to do that. So I'm again back to slide number 11, which was funnel management. In funnel management, I am using Zoho Desk. You can use any one of these, Zoho Desk, Zendesk, Freshdesk, Scandesk. There are different kind of companies there with the name Desk, and whatever you feel like, whatever you feel comfortable in, start using that. Again, I say it is not required. If you all this funnel management system is useless for all such people who are working alone. So don't invest your time and money into it. So this is only useful when you have more than at least 2 or 3 members. So at least 2 or 3 members for you and 1 member team, it's not required. Now, incoming web inquiry also, if you put a form, there are a lot of people I see, they have their nice, beautiful looking website. They create inquiry form there and lot many form there. Insurance inquiry, loan inquiry, and other inquiry, and all mails are going somewhere else here, and they are certainly not able to manage it, because every time they create a form, they put a mail, and the form is created, mail goes somewhere. So instead that, you should create a proper form which directly puts your all inquiry into your desk. So if someone is using desk, they must use the desk CRM forms only. And if someone is using the desk, they must use the desk chat only. So even when you chat with us, we get a file created and that becomes a ticket. So all chat history is also created as a mail in our system. So that's the way to really function and manage your funnel, all the incoming inbound channels. So CRM for back office is something which is very, very important topic, which we are going to talk tomorrow, because I have finished my module 1 and module 2. So module 1 and 2 is covered. This is the third module we are going to talk about tomorrow, is a CRM for back office, where there can be n number of CRM. So those are the audience who are using Finsys. That tomorrow session is only useful for them. If you're not using Finsys and attended my module 1 and module 2, then please, it is not going to have any use for you to attend tomorrow's session. So otherwise, if you're a potential investors or potential customer for Finsys, then you may see that. But otherwise, the tomorrow session is only meant for people who are using Finsys as a back office software. So the timing is same, 8 p.m. p.m. but tomorrow. Okay, so registration link is there. Yeah, Vishal Gupta ji, I will explain that quickly. Don't worry. So what I'm doing is first finishing it, then explain your queries. And then I come to question and answer clarification. So this is going to be again useful, friends. So I want you all to fix your calendar, whoever is taking the whole module. So you, before completing everything, we really want all of you to take this question and answer module also, which is on 1st of April. So I think by mistake someone has written 3, it should be 4th module. So the last module, but same time, 8 p.m., 1st April. So this will, in that session, we will not talk about anything from our side. What we will do, we'll open the forum and one by one take the problems which you have facing in terms of adopting things on your side. So you can put that query, everybody can listen that, and maybe we can give you solutions. So we will work like a community there. So this is going to be a very interesting phenomenon. You can invite your any other friends and all, and any one of your fraternity friends who want to participate in this question and answer, they can put their questions, we'll put the answers. Okay, so now going back to few of the questions which you people have posted. So before that, I just put this slide for your reference. This is the last slide. And yes, as we know, we have a single number. As I just explained, I have mailed it to everybody. I do not entertain anything coming from any other, or coming on any other number. So you have to dial here only. So in your phone book, save this number as Finsis number. Extension 10, if somehow it is waiting, taking more time, don't worry. Cut the phone, go to extension number next time 11. We don't have a facility to switch from one extension to another in a same call. So that's the limitation. So if somehow 10 is coming busy, go to 11, go to 12, go to 13, 14, 15. So you can talk to any of the RM. So we don't have, I have abolished any RM concept now. So you can talk to anyone who picks the phone, because as you just saw, we have a ticket for everybody. So if Niranjan ji calls to, instead of Niharika, the call goes to say Avash, no issues. He can also talk because he knows all your cases lying there on the system. So that is not required for you only to put your RM. Whatever extension you wish, you just dial. And in the case of email, as I said, only admin at ArmFintech. And for chat, you have to either chat from your Finsis panel, inside the panel, or you chat from armfintech.com directly. As far as my Facebook and YouTube is concerned, both are in the name of, so Facebook is facebook.com/Finsis. So there also we have a lot of activity. So must add us as your friend. Finsis is the Facebook page, and in YouTube it's ArmFintech. So now let me pick one by one the questions. So first of all, Vishal Gupta has asked, explain screenshot tool, snip tool for Windows. Okay, Vishal Gupta ji, snipping tool is a very simple. You just go in your computer. When you go in your computer, on the search bar, just write snipping tool. It will show you a scissor, a picture of a scissor, and it's simple. Click it, and whenever you want to take a screenshot or particular area, you want to snap some area, just click on the snipping tool and select from your mouse the area and release it. The picture will get snipped and kept aside. So don't worry, you can talk about these things anytime, whenever you feel, and start chatting for any of your queries with my team members. On other questions, I think Ravi Pavaji asked, maybe there is some network and I have also missed something. Can you give me a link, recorded video? So as you know, only the attendees get the link. So whosoever has attended this video will certainly get this link, and automatically, as I will